My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. This was submitted by Patreon supporter Crafty Geek. Crafty, thank you for supporting the show, folks. A great way to support the show is go to the Patreon. You get to submit articles, you get to bonus content. There's all these amazing things you do. Starting at $2 a month, you get access to exclusive content, all this cool stuff. One of the things that's been great is growing this community, and you folks are progressives yourselves, so you want to participate, and you're letting me know about information a lot of times I wasn't aware of, so I get to share it, which is fantastic. Also, watch the ads all the way through. When you click skip ad, I do not get paid. If you have a YouTube Red subscription, anything you watch, I get paid for that. And then, of course, the Progressive Comedy Tour is coming to you. Go out, get a ticket at GrahamElwood.com. We're coming to the Gulf States in March, Mississippi, Louisiana, Panhandle of Florida, New Orleans. We're coming to Texas in April. We're coming to Salt Lake City and Boise in May, and the East Coast swing in June is happening. We just added Philly and Boston on top of New York City, New Haven, Connecticut, D.C., and Baltimore. Didn't say the T. That's a shout out to my friends in Baltimore. So abandoning high-speed rail would be a mistake for California, the county, and the planet. This is from the LA Times editorial board. And it's because the newly elected Governor Gavin Newsom, who, pretty corporate centrist Democrat. He's done some good things, but, he's on everybody's payroll. And they've been talking about high-speed rail in California for like 10 years. And Governor Jerry Brown, it's going to happen. We're going to do this. We're going to connect Los Angeles and San Francisco, right? And the Central Valley of California, which is pretty isolated from the major cities on the coastline. It's about a 6-hour drive between Los Angeles and San Francisco. So high-speed rail connecting people there in like 2.5 hours would be pretty amazing. Why there isn't high-speed rail coast to coast in this country is ridiculous to me. They have it a little bit on the East Coast. They have it in Japan and China. Man, I took a high-speed rail from Beijing to Shanghai, which should have been a 10, 12-hour train ride. I got there in about 5 hours. It was amazing. So Gavin Newsom distressed some people and delighted others Tuesday when he announced that he was putting on hold California's ambitious plans to build a bullet train from San Francisco to Los Angeles. I wonder who's paying him. And that he would instead focus on finishing the high-speed rail service where construction was already underway between Bakersfield and Merced. Let's be real, Newsom declared during the first state of the speech. The project is currently planned would cost too much and take too long. Boy, that's gutsy. That's that kind of go-getter centrism that we love. Just great. Just way to fold. I understand that the people who proposed this initially said it wasn't going to cost that much money, but there's been a lot of infighting and all this other stuff, but we haven't had any somebody who's just get it done. This would be part of a Green New Deal, by the way. And this is one of the things we're asking for is federal money. Of course, that's not going to happen with Trump in the White House because Gavin Newsom just said he pulled the California National Guard from the border, as a big defiant gesture to Trump, who's like state of emergency to build his ridiculous wall, which is a great thing to keep everybody distracted about while the climate collapses. Meanwhile, we could be building high-speed rail coast to coast and on top of solar panels and wind turbines to put the entire country to work and save the planet. We could be doing that. But instead we got this Mickey Mouse centrist bullshit. Newsom has been squeamish on high-speed for a long time, although he's long said he's a big supporter of that concept. He complained in 2015 that the math doesn't add up. Now as governor, he's trying to have it both ways, first declaring that the project can't be built as planned, and then letting his chief of staff tweet this. This is so much more than a train project. It's a transformation project anchored by high-speed rail. We can align our economic workforce. This is how he said we're scrapping LA to San Francisco and we're just going to do Bakersfield to Merced, which is a smaller thing. It's just the Central Valley, which the Central Valley, yes. This is the bold, sellout corporate, he's good looking, rich kid, pretty boy, centrism. So weak. So weak. You should come like, now that I'm governor, I'm getting this done. That's what a leader does. That's what FDR did. That's what JFK did. He did more than just that. You know, everyone's been that. JFK did that with his thumb, and he pointed at it. Now I'm sure this jackass does it in his speeches. JFK said, we're going to put a man on the moon by the end of the decade. They killed him, and it still happened. Wow. At least his tweets are strong. If the proponents of the high-speed rail had been more honest in the beginning about the costs and challenges of building the mega project, perhaps we'd be in a better place today. Governor Jerry Brown was far too starry-eyed about the train and seemed to believe he could build it by ambition alone. If the challenges to this ambitious project are to be overcome, it will take Newsom's leadership, which will make or break it, which he doesn't possess. He possesses nice teeth and a nice hairstyle, and he's rich, and he's married to a rich person, and he knows how to resist Trump in his tweets, but he doesn't have the kind of bold leadership that's like, this is getting done. The world is going to deter climate change destruction. Now is the time to build a fossil fuel-free economy and transportation sector. So the Los Angeles Times editorial board has got more balls than Gavin Newsom. It's ironic that uber-progressive California is ready to pull the plug on the bullet train just as some congressional Democrats are promoting the idea of a Green New Deal that would include a massive investment in just that form of transit. Because if you go LA to San Francisco, guess what's next? San Francisco to Portland, Oregon, and then to Seattle, and then to Vancouver, Washington. Then we got a high-speed rail from Mexico to Canada. That's bold. Not with these clowns. Though the project has often been sold as a fast train between LA and San Francisco, its greater economic and societal value has always been the connections it would create between the state's Central Valley cities and its coastal urban areas. The train would lessen the isolation between affluent coast and struggling interior towns and give Californians easier access to jobs, affordable housing, and universities. There's large sections of the Central Valley in the middle of the state that are dealing with some serious poverty. Not that there isn't poverty in the big cities, but the people on the coast typically, in the cities and everything, and the counties on the coast have more money. That's what they're talking about. Connecting people. I wonder if the oil lobby's paying Newsom to back off. Got to have cars driving up around the state of California. Can't have high-speed rail. California has the world's 5th largest economy. 5th largest economy in the world. Can't seem to figure it out. We have an economy larger than Japan, and they figured it out. It's a center of innovation and environmental stewardship, yet somehow California, and frankly the United States, has been unable to build modern high-speed train systems while countries from Europe to China and Japan have miles and miles and miles of active high-speed routes. In the years since California voted to spend nearly $10 billion on the project, Uzbekistan started and completed construction on high-speed rail between its 2 largest cities. So you're going to sit there and tell me Uzbekistan is more progressive and can get its shit together better than California. Cutting-edge California, green, progressive California, can't figure out how to build a high-speed rail between 2 massive cities across mainly desert, but Uzbekistan can. I'm pretty sure California's economy at number 5 is higher than Uzbekistan's. I was going to research that for this story, but it's a waste of time because we all know California has a bigger economy than Uzbekistan. That's the kind of bold, crybaby, bail at the first sign of trouble, sell out, gutless, incremental centrism that we can expect from Gavin Newsom and his really white teeth and expensive suits that billionaire donors paid for. Why does Gavin Newsom need a train? He won't use it. He'll be driving around in limos and private jets and whatever else. Why would he care about what working class people want to do? Why would he care about the environment? Thanks for watching this show. Thanks for supporting it. Like, share, subscribe. Comments in the comment section help. Spread the word, and thanks for watching.